Have you ever wondered the historical background of science and technology in the Philippines? So, I am going to tell you the history of science and technology in the Philippines. The science and technology in the Philippines first started in pre-Spanish period. The Philippines has few written information with regards to its society, culture, and technology. Before the Spanish arrived, we relied on archaeological findings. These archaeological findings show the modern man from Asia mainland first came over the land on across narrow channels to live in Batangas and Palawan about 48,000 BC. They settled in the different areas across the country and made simple tools and weapons of stone flakes and later developed new skills like showing and polishing stone. During in 3000 BC, they learned to produce adzes ornament of seashells and pottery that prospered for 2000 years until the competition arrived with the Chinese porcelain. Eventually, they've learned how to use metals as their tools and so-called Iron Age lasted until 3rd century BC to the 11th century AD. During this time, Filipinos were also involved in mining such as copper, gold, bronze, and iron. Early Filipinos have also engaged themselves into weaving, shipbuilding, mining, and farming that lead them in creating the finest product of engineering, which is the Banawi rice terraces. Early Spanish chronicles also noted that early Filipinos built refined plant-built warship called Caracoa that were suited for inter-island trade. Before Spaniards came, Filipinos learned the curative values of plants and able to extract the medicine out of it. Also, they have an alphabet, counting methods, weights, and measurement system, and a calendar that they base on the period of the moon.
The Spanish colonial period. When the Spaniards colonialized the Philippines, it has contributed the growth of science and technology in the country. They have introduced formal education and found scientific institutions. Paris schools were established where they taught religion, reading, writing, arithmetic, and music. An advanced method in agriculture. Later on, they have established colleges and universities, include the oldest university in Asia, which is University of Santo Tomas. Medicine was prioritized during the Spanish colonization. Spaniards contributed in engineering by constructing government establishments, churches, roads, bridges, and fronts. Biology was highlighted during the period. Botanists, chemists, and medical scholars all gave contribution. The galleon trade made a big impact in the economic growth of the Philippines. Filipinos was made possible and probably influenced by the rapid development of scientific ideas brought by the Age of Enlightenment.
American period and post-colonial era. The Americans placed Spaniards after they ruled the country, and the progress of science and technology has continued under their rule. The establishment of Bureau of Government Laboratories was made in July 1, 1901 by the Philippine Commission, which served a purpose to study the tropical disease and laboratory projects on the country, and was later on replaced by the Bureau of Science in 1905 that became the primary research center of the country. While on December 8, 1933, the National Research Council of the Philippines was established. It was during the American period when science was inclined towards agriculture, food processing, forestry, medicine, and pharmacy. The Bureau of Science was replaced by the Institute of Science in 1946. During the regime of Carlos P. Garcia in the 1958, the Philippine Congress passed the bill entitled the Science Act of 1958, which goals is to establish the National Science Development Board.
The Marcos era. During the Marcos presidency, where science was given importance, Marcos declared that there is a need of science in public high school, and with the help of Department of Education in partnership from the National Science Development. In 1968, he also recognized that technology was the top reason in economic development and gave extra funds to support projects in applied science and science education. In 1969, he allotted large amount of war damage funds to private universities to encourage them to courses that focus on science and technology and research. Aside from that, one of his greatest contribution is establishment of PAG-ASA, which functioned to give environmental protection. He also established the National Academy of Science and Technology in 1976 to have a scientist who's expert in science and technology. In 1986, he also established campuses of Philippine Science High School in the Visayas and Mindanao to encourage the youth in thesis area to choose a career in science and technology. And also, it aims to tap the potential students on the said regions.
The Fifth Republic. In this period, light of organization related to the science and technology has been created in order to implement the science and technology. In 1986, during Corazon Aquino, she replaced the National Science and Technology Authority
To Department of Science and Technology or DOST.
She also encouraged Filipino scientists and inventors to put back Philippines, and second in Japan when it comes to field of science and technology. One of their goals to make their country industrialized by the year 2000. In July 1992, President Fidel V. Ramos reported his State of the Nation address that there were improvements with regards to science and technology. By the year 1998, it was estimated that the Philippines has 3,000 completed scientists and engineering.
During the Fifth Republic, where the government provided 3,500 scholarships for students who are interested in taking up courses related of science and technology. Also, schools become modernized and updated by having additional high-tech equipment. In 1998, during the President Joseph Estrada's term, the internet age was pushed for the advancement of schools and industry. Then, it was under the term of Gloria Macapagal Arroyo when science and technology reached its golden age. In 2014, President Benigno Aquino honors 4 scientists who gave huge contribution in the scientific field that geared towards the advancement of science and technology of the country. Science and technology capabilities are fundamental for social and economic progress in developing countries, as the role that science and technology do have played improving the life condition across the world. Thanks to science and technology for helping our daily life routine.
I know gold is not enough.